city of Milwaukee, and today we are on our third state of the 7-state journey as we are going across America, asking all the swing states here in America who they will be voting for as far as the election goes. Milwaukee in Wisconsin is a very important swing state because in the past elections that have occurred in the United States, past 4 elections, the person that won Wisconsin ended up winning the entire election. And in 2016, Donald Trump won by 0.07%, and then in 2020, obviously, Joe Biden won. And we got our first person right here. How's it going, sir?
I'm good.
Good. My name is Nick. We're live right now, and we're here in Wisconsin. We're going all across all the 7 swing states, and we're asking people who they will be voting for in the 2024 presidential election.
Kamala. Yeah.
And what makes you want to vote for Kamala?
She seems much more capable, much more decent person, morally, compassionately. I don't like anything about what's going on the other side right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous to me that it's even a swing state. That does make me proud of Wisconsin.
Yeah. And would you say, do you think it will stay blue, or do you think it will switch back to red?
Oh, I have no idea.
Mm-hmm. And with your friends that you've been talking to and your other comrades, who are they going to be voting for?
It's kind of a mix. It's really bizarre right now. It's like I don't understand it. So.
Okay. And would you be voting for the Republicans if it wasn't Donald Trump, or is it just because it is Donald Trump that you are going to be voting for Kamala?
No, I normally have voted Democrat. I consider myself independent. In the past, I would have voted for other Republicans. A lot of it depends on policy, but Trump is just not a decent human being at all.
Mm-hmm. What policies get you most excited about voting for Kamala Harris?
The opportunity income, things that'll help uplift the lower class, middle class. That's probably the big one for me, mm-hmm. is the education and opportunity for people.
Do you think millionaires and billionaires are getting taxed too much, or getting taxed too less here in the United States?
We're all getting taxed too less. I mean, if you look back in history when the United States was actually, thriving, we were all paying a higher income tax rate than we are. So I'd be fine paying more. It's just, to me, the taxes are mismanaged. The working class from 20 to 60 should be paying the taxes so that children can go to school and get educated, and then seniors can retire with dignity and be comfortable. So I'm fine paying my fair share of taxes. I would just like it to actually show up for the people.
And do you trust when you pay your taxes, do you trust that the government is going to use those dollars in a way that would make you proud?
Not always, but the way I look at it is my portion of taxes, it goes towards education.
Okay.
Because it's such a small amount, rather than being pissed off that we're paying so much for wars or that it's getting wasted here or there, because there is mismanagement and a waste of taxes, but mine go to good things to help the people. So.
And what do you do for work?
I work for the city of Milwaukee. I do accounting.
Okay. And would you like to vote for Donald Trump because he said there's going to be no tax on tips and then no tax on overtime?
No, there's nothing that man could say to make me look at him any different. He doesn't even deserve to be in that position of power. I don't respect him at all.
Okay, very much.
So for me, it's not a policy thing right now. It's morals and values.
Yes, quick second.
I hope we can get back to policy one day, but right now it's not policy. It's values and morals.
Okay. And if it was Biden, would you still vote for? Was it just because it is Donald Trump?
Yes, I would have voted for Biden. I wasn't happy with him right now either. As a whole, I just don't like that this is supposed to be a great country and the best we had to offer were 2 80-year-old men. Mm-hmm. There's got to be capable 40 to 50, 60-year-olds that can do the job.
Yeah, and you say it doesn't matter about policy, it's more about character of the individual.
Right now.
Mm-hmm, as of right now. But the policies will affect what actually happens. It's not the character, it's not the individual who will affect it. I could be president, you could be president, yes. But the difference is between policies. And so if Donald Trump has better policies than Kamala Harris, I'm not saying he does, but if he did,
I don't think he does. I don't hear much of him talk about policy. I mean, even the policy on taxes, everybody thinks that these tax, increases that we're under right now were Biden policy, but those were the Trump tax policies that expired for the middle class and working class, but they were permanent for rich people. Mm. And I don't know, at the end of the day, I don't feel like any of them are for us people. Because if they were really fighting for us, I feel like the Democrats would be much more outraged. They would be much more louder. They would fight harder. But they get rich with Republicans and Congress as well. So they say, oh, you shouldn't do this, but at the end of the day, they let them do it. Like, I feel like they're two birds of the same, or two wings of the same bird.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, brother. I
Yeah.
appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Have a great rest of your day. Very interesting talking to people like that, because as we talk, he first says Kamala, which if you want to vote for Kamala, go for it. And then you talk about, and he says it's not even about policy, it's just about the character of the individual, but you're not really voting for the character of the individual, you're actually voting for what they're going to do for the country. Let's see if this guy will talk to us real quick. Hey, sir, do you have a quick moment really quick? Nope. So you're really not voting for the character of the person you're voting for, what they're actually going to do for America. And, you know, he didn't really say much policy other than the opportunity income, and he's excited to pay more taxes. How's it going, ma'am?
It's going really well.
Great. And who will the people of Wisconsin be voting for come the election time?
What side of town are you on?
We're not from here. We're visiting all the 7 swing states this week.
It depends upon where people live, honestly. The folks up north tend to be a little bit more conservative. The folks in the central, the larger towns tend to be a little bit more liberal in their opinions.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of depends. And then whatever your personal economic experience might be.
And you yourself, who will you be voting for?
Oh, let's see. I have the right to privacy. I don't have to tell you that.
Okay, you don't need to tell us, but so do you think, depending on where we go in Wisconsin, so we're here in Milwaukee for the day, do you think we'll find more people that will be voting for Kamala or for Donald Trump?
Well, you're also in the place where you've got a lot of financial companies going on here. I think you might be in 60-40 territory, 60 blue, 40 red. That'd be my guess.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Have a great rest of your day. How you doing, sir? We're live right now. We're talking to people here in Milwaukee as to who they will be voting for. And you yourself, who do you think will win the election here in Wisconsin?
I don't want to talk about that on national TV.
Oh, you're not national. You're just on Nick Shirley YouTube.
Oh, okay. Oh, Harris?
Harris?
Yeah.
And we've talked to 3 people so far, and they've all been for Harris, and you yourself including. And what makes you guys excited to vote for Kamala Harris?
I don't know. I don't have a reason. I mean, I just, I'm a Democrat, so, I mean, that's what I'm going for. So there's no special reason. I'm just going to be voting for, Democrat. That's it.
And is there anything from the Republican side that you like or that worries you?
I mean, I don't want to go into too much of details, but I'm just a Democrat, so I'm just going to go for Democrat. So
And
that's it.
no matter what happens, will you always stay Democrat?
I always stay blue.
Always stay blue. And why will you always stay blue?
Can we not talk too much about this? I always say blue. That's my choice. I'm a Democrat. Since I've been in the U.S., I've been a Democrat. So.
And where are you from?
Originally, I'm from Nigeria. Originally.
Nigeria.
Yeah.
Wow, interesting. And thank you so much for your time. And
thank you too.
have a great rest of your day. Staying blue.
That was a great question.
Still true and blue. How's it going, ma'am? Do you have a quick moment, really quick?
I don't actually.
Trump or Kamala?
I'm on my way to a meeting, so.
Okay. Have a good one. A lot of people will stay true and they won't go back, or they'll stay blue or go red. How you guys doing? Good. What? How are you? People are in a hurry. Everyone's got to get to work.
Great question you asked.
Yeah, in chat, I'll be reading some of your comments down below as to what questions you guys think I should be asking people down below. And it looks like we're actually having pretty good responses so far as to who people will be voting for. And people have been fairly nice to us. For about 3 for 5 so far as as interviews, and it's 3 for 3 for Kamala Harris. At the end of this live stream, we will do a tally as to who everybody is voting for. I got it right now, 3 for 3 for Kamala. If you guys are in the chat right now, paying attention, stay tuned to the very end of the live stream to see what the probability is of Donald Trump or Kamala Harris winning the election. Brooker T. Jones. We also have your guys' favorite woman out here, Brooker T. Jones, out on the streets.
I'm back.
She's back.
Always with this boy right here.
Can't get rid of her. You guys love her so much in the comments, so we keep bringing her out. All right, let's talk to this guy right here. We got Jack Black lookalike man with the big old beard. Let's see if he can talk to us. How's it going, sir? Yeah, but we're live right now. We're just talking to some of the people here on the streets of Milwaukee.
Good. I gotta go, but.
Oh, okay. Trying our best out here. How's it going, ma'am? Do you have a quick second, really quick, to answer one question? We're live right now. Will Wisconsin vote for Donald Trump or Kamala come November 5th?
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
And you yourself, will you be voting for Kamala?
Yep.
And,
Yes.
Why so?
Because I don't like Donald Trump. All right, I don't want to be.
Okay, thank you. Because she doesn't like Donald Trump. We are 4 for Kamala Harris right now. Brooker T. Jones, are you keeping track of who people are voting for? And we're 4 for right now for Kamala. If you're gonna, you gotta talk. If you're gonna, you gotta be in camera if you're gonna talk.
We've only been out here for about 10 minutes, so not very long, but not one Trump supporter.
Oh wait, I think we got one coming up. Let's see. How you doing? How you guys doing? Good. We're live right now. We're just talking to people here on the streets of Milwaukee because it is a swing state. Who will you guys be voting for?
I have no clue right now. Hard to see.
You got very beautiful hair. I like it.
Thank you.
And does the blue in your hair have anything to do with who you'll be voting for come November 5th?
No.
No.
But Camilla,
Camilla? Is it Camilla, Kamala,
Kamala, Miss Harris.
Comrade, Miss Harris? And what makes you so excited to vote for Kamala Harris?
Oh. See, you got me there.
Wasn't a trick question.
See, my friend.
Wait, come back.
My friend said it.
So what did you just say?
I said we need somebody that's gonna get in there and do something. Actually,
She has been in there for 3.5 years. What will she do different?
that's the
Well,
thing.
see, she was only the vice president. She wasn't the president. She was just the vice president. So with that being said, she had a little bit of say so, but now she's gonna have power. So
What's she gonna do with all that power?
hopefully she do something with it. I don't know what she gonna do with it. I'm praying to God that she do something.
Do
But I'm
something?
on my break right now, and
We can walk and talk with you guys. Because I can tell you guys got lots to say. Scoop, Mom, Brooke, get up there. And what do you want Kamala to do?
my concern more is education for the schools.
Yeah.
The violence, try to stop the gun violence that we got going on. There's so much violence that's around here in the city of Milwaukee, period, the world, period.
Yeah.
But education, main focus, education. I have
like
little
that.
kids, education.
I like that. And
I don't-
crime, did you know that crime rates have gone up by nearly 60% underneath the Kamala and Biden administration?
Who you voting for?
Well, I'll be voting for Trump, but I'm just asking people, and
See, that
wait,
conversation ended.
whoa, no, what were you
Yes,
trying
it's
to talk?
over, it's over, our conversation
Wait.
is over.
Woman. We're just trying to talk to people out here. I'll be voting for Donald Trump, but
Why
we're
are you
asking.
voting for him?
I think he will close the border. I think he'll hold criminals to the law, and I think we'll get America in a better position, and people will have more respect for us. So there's a lot of people coming over the borders right now. I've been down to the border myself. I've seen the cartel literally just drop people off, and they just walk right in. And I've been at the border the next day in New York City, saw the same migrant that crossed into the border in a shelter in New York City within a day. And so I think there's a lot of fishy stuff going on, and my hope is that Donald Trump shuts that stuff down. It'll take some time, but I think the idea of putting Americans first is a good idea in principle.
Oh, okay. All righty.
And you say gun violence, and how has gun violence affected? I know Milwaukee is a lot of people say it's a very dangerous town, and gun violence, along with like cities like Chicago. How does that affect you, and how has it affected the life of you and your family here? Gun violence and just violence in general.
I had a brother that was killed back in 2015 to gun violence. I had a cousin that was killed in 2021 to gun violence. So, yeah, it's a lot. I mean, you wake up every day, you turn the TV on, someone has got shot, someone has died from gun violence, and then it's a lot of young kids.
I've personally
that's
seen
losing their lives.
kids with 15-year-old kids walking around with a big old Glock on their waist strap. And how do you think, what would be like the solution to clean up the streets as far as gun violence goes?
I mean, first they had to step up in the homes. You know, the parents have to step up. At the end of the day, everything starts in your home. So if they're not getting that parenting skills, the kids are gonna be out here and they're gonna do whatever they want at the end of the day. No structure, They're going to be out here carrying the guns. It's going to be violent. So they got to get more structure.
Yeah.
And it starts at home.
And then do you think there's anything like on a government level that, say, police officers could do to stop and to almost put fear inside the individuals that are carrying the guns around? For instance, if they catch a 15-year-old with a gun or catch somebody with a gun in the street where they shouldn't have it, take them to jail and hold them accountable.
Yeah, you have to. At the end of the day, when you do a crime, you got to do the time. So with a 15-year-old walking around with a gun, I feel that maybe if you do something to the parent, then the parents probably will step up a little bit more.
Like they did with the guy who tried to, or who, the first assassinator attempt on Donald Trump. They got his parents locked up as well for letting him have the gun.
Yeah.
What do you think about when you hear these assassination attempts on Donald Trump? Like, what do you think about those?
See, I'm a Democrat, so I'm not gonna down the Republicans. I'm not gonna say nothing bad about them, but I mean, I wouldn't say that was nice. It wasn't. You know, he's a human just like we are. So for a person to try to kill another person, that's heartless. You know, and that wasn't right. At the end of the day, trying to take him out, what was that going to solve? Right. It wasn't going to solve anything. So.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate you guys for your time and have a great rest of your day.
You too.
I love the hair. It looks
Thank
great.
you. This is the Barrett Blue.
The Barrett Blue. The Barrett Blue.
People are saying they love you.
Everyone's talking. Everyone in the chat right now saying they love you.
Thank you. You guys have a good day.
You too.
welcome.
Have a great one. All right. So right now we are 5 for 5 for people for Kamala Harris here in Milwaukee. Very nice ladies. Very nice ladies. And thank you to whoever just made a donation as well. We do appreciate any donation we get here on the channel. Thank you very much. Let's see if we can get all 5 of these people. Rapid fire really quick. Trump or Kamala? Harambe. That's a throwback. You guys remember Harambe the gorilla? How's it going, ma'am? You have a quick second? Could you just answer one question? Trump or Kamala?
No comment.
No comment. We are still 5 for 5. So far, we've had a good straight talking to everybody here on the streets of Milwaukee. Very nice people. Here in Milwaukee, just so you guys know, or actually in the state of Wisconsin, they have 10 electoral votes, which is larger than a state like Nevada or some other states. And then after this, we're going to be going to Michigan. And they have over 5 million people that live here inside the city. How are you guys doing? Good. We're live right now. We're just talking to people here on the streets as to who they will be voting for in the election.
MAGA.
Who?
MAGA.
MAGA. We got our first Trump supporter here on the streets of Wisconsin. We got 2 of them.
Vote Trump. Vote Trump. MAGA.
And why do you guys, we've talked to 5 people so far. They all said Kamala. You guys are the first 2 that have said Donald Trump.
Who are you guys voting for?
I'll be voting for Trump.
Awesome. You?
Yeah.
All right. Awesome.
And what makes you guys want to vote for Donald Trump here in the state of Wisconsin?
4 years were better, much better under Trump than they are the past 4 years under Kamala and Biden. That alone.
Yeah. In this state of Wisconsin, it typically determines, in the past 4 elections, whoever won Wisconsin actually won the seat to be president. And do you think more people will be voting for Donald Trump or Kamala here in Wisconsin?
Are we talking legit votes?
Yeah.
I think legit it's going to be more Trump, but I think ballot dumping and all that stuff like that, I think Kamala ultimately wins.
Really? So do you trust the integrity of the elections here in the United States?
Absolutely not.
And what about you? Do you trust election integrity here?
Not entirely.
Yeah. What do you think so even if Donald Trump does win the election, do you think Kamala ends up winning?
Yes.
So you already think it's set in stone that she will win?
Pretty much, but I'm going to vote anyway.
Yeah, we all should vote, right?
Yep.
We all got to get to the voting polls and vote.
Yep.
We got to keep this country safe. And
Agreed.
here in Milwaukee, we know crime rates have gone up all across the country, but here specifically in Milwaukee, crime rates have gone up as well. What have you guys seen the difference from the Trump administration to the Biden administration? Like, what kind of differences have you guys seen here?
I don't know. I just basically come to work downtown. I live in a pretty rural area, and so I don't deal with a lot of crime. I come here and I go home. So not a whole lot, to be honest.
Okay, and you yourself, have you seen like a difference in crime
No
or?
improvement. I mean, crime has gotten worse during Biden administration overall in the country. So
And what would you guys hope to see Donald Trump do in his first year as president? Again.
Fix the economy, deport the illegals, stop the the flying in of illegals and placing strategically in purple states. I would say also too is stop escalation for World War III in Ukraine.
What do you think about that when the government? I was just actually in Ukraine a few weeks ago, and there are people that are there's like obviously the war going on. But what do you think about your tax dollars and tax dollars of everybody in the United States going to Ukraine? Meanwhile, people in like Maui only get $700 to rebuild an entire home and start their life.
It's absolute bullshit, and it shows all the priorities of the Biden administration. Democrats, neocons too, I'd say, have a higher priority of siphoning money, and it benefits them. They give it to Ukraine, they give it to defense contractors. It comes back as political contributions to them, and under the rug type of contributions too. It's money laundering at its finest.
Yeah, it's a little concerning what goes on there. And do you think that if the wars would have started if Donald Trump was president right now?
I think there's no Ukraine war. I think they respect Donald Trump. I think he would have engaged in peace talks. I think also too October 7th was tragedy in Israel. Does not happen.
And a lot of times when we talk to people from the left, the main things they hold Donald Trump accountable for is one, January 6th. Then they also say that he's a threat to democracy and that he's a dictator. Do you believe, and that he's a convicted felon? Do you believe those were kind of things that were set in place for them to be able to go so hard at him with this upcoming election, to be able to call him a convicted felon, for instance, and use that term on him?
Absolutely. I think he doesn't run. I don't think those whatever lawsuits, civil lawsuits, liability, stuff like that. The E. Jean Carroll thing was just absolute bullshit. No proof, just accusations, and they bought it. What else? I think if he doesn't run, he doesn't see those lawsuits whatsoever. In the January 6th, there were some bad actors, let's be honest. There were some in there, but it was a setup. And the National Guard, he offered National Guard, and it was turned down.
And Nancy Pelosi did turn down the National Guard that day.
Oh, they have a recording on that, right? She said she admitted to it. She even was on recording. She was on video saying how she was responsible for it, I believe. I don't know if you've seen that.
Yeah. And yesterday we were in Arizona. We're going to all the 7 swing states in 7 days. And we were in Arizona. And to vote in local elections, you need to have a photo ID. But to vote in federal elections, you don't need an ID.
I need an ID to go to Sam's Club. How do these people buy liquor? I bet you all these people go and they buy liquor at some point. You got to show ID, right? It's just absurd. It shows that they want as many holes and as much opportunity for people who are not supposed to vote.
And that needs to get fixed.
Mm-hmm.
You need ID. You need to be a citizen to vote. Period.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you guys so much for your time. Have a great rest of your day at work.
Bet,
My name's Nick Shirley. I'm sure everybody right now is loving you right now in the chat.
All right. I love Maga too. All right,
Have a great one.
guys. Good luck.
How you doing, ma'am? And we're just here in Wisconsin today talking to the people because it is a swing state. And do you think come November 5th, Wisconsin will vote blue or vote red?
I think they'll vote blue.
Blue. And you yourself, will you be voting blue?
I'm not sure yet.
And that's good to know. And what makes you an undecided voter at this point?
I guess I don't like either candidate, so I'm not sure.
And what would you like to see from one of the candidates in these upcoming months? We only have just about 41 days until the election comes. What would you like to see from one of the candidates to hopefully win your vote?
I would like to see more on foreign policy and what should be done in the Middle East to prevent war. That wouldn't be good. Or in Ukraine also.
And what do you think about when the United States we've given billions of dollars both to Israel and to Ukraine we're essentially funding these wars. If the United States was not giving money to Ukraine, I was just actually there like a few weeks ago, they said they would have already lost the war. Do you believe the United States should be funding these wars?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't really know.
And what candidate do you think would be best to talk to a leader like Vladimir Putin or Zelensky or I forget the president of Israel, Netanyahu, to come to agreements as to stop these wars? Who do you think would be best to have this type of conversations?
I think Trump, because he's already been president, so he kind of knows these people and would know a little bit more about, how they work and their mindset. But I have to go.
Okay, well, thank you so much for your time.
Okay.
We appreciate it. Have a great one.
You talk to these ladies sitting.
They're having a little lunch right now, those people. Wow, we've had some. So right now, I think she's voting for Trump based off what we just said. So we are 5 for 8 for Kamala. We've got 3 votes so far for Donald Trump. Just like that, you can swing really close. It's a swing state. Just snippity, snip, snap as to who people we vote for. Let's see if we can get these fine ladies right here. How are you guys doing? Good. Do you guys have a quick second? We can walk and talk with you for just a quick second. We're live right now. We're just asking people here in the swing state of Wisconsin who people will be voting for. And do you guys think Wisconsin will go blue, stay blue, or go red?
Don't have any other.
No answer?
No answer.
No comment?
No idea.
No idea. What do you guys hope happens?
I don't want to discuss politics.
Okay. No worries. Have a great day. How's it going, sir? Yeah, a quick second, really quick. We're live right now. We're just talking to people here on the streets of Wisconsin and Milwaukee as to who they'll be voting for come November 5th. And you yourself, will you be voting for Donald Trump or for Kamala Harris?
Me myself, I'd rather go for Kamala Harris right now.
And what makes you? Why do you want to vote for Kamala Harris?
Well, right now, with Trump, man, from what we've seen from him and how he was, might as well, try a new person.
And
what's wrong with a woman, right?
What's wrong with the woman? We love women. We love beautiful women too, right?
Yeah.
And do you think Kamala's beautiful?
She ain't ugly to me. yeah, man, she look all right, man.
She look all right. Okay, cool. Yeah. And so Donald Trump has been in office. Kamala Harris has also been in office. And underneath the Donald Trump administration, underneath the Biden-Harris administration, so 2016, 2020 to 2020, 2024, your life situation and your quality of life.
She was over in San Francisco though, man, right?
Yeah, but so was your quality of life better during 2016, 2020, or in what it is currently?
You said, what's my life?
Yeah, like how have you seen the differences in your life from the 2 presidential candidates? Was your life better? Were you able to use your dollar for more stuff, or have you seen?
No, I ended up having a daughter.
Okay.
So.
But would you say like your quality of life was better?
My life now, I got my own place, and everything, Everything is right,
And how has inflation affected your life? Because we've had a rise in inflation, almost like 11%. Has it made it harder on you?
Well, right now, the way how our building is, it needs to be worked on. But besides that, though, I'm doing okay, man.
You're doing okay. And what would be your message to all the people that are going to be voting for Kamala Harris? What would you say to them to even get them more excited to vote for her?
Just tell her, to get ready, because sooner or later, it's getting ready to happen. So that's.
What would be your message to the people that are going to be voting for Donald Trump?
Really, I just be like just guessing and just waiting, man. And right now, I'm on my way to class, so.
You're on the way to class, brother. We appreciate it.
Okay.
Get that knowledge. Have a great rest of your day. Good, man. So now we are at 6 for 9 for Kamala Harris. How's it going, sir? Do you have a quick second really quick? Trump or Kamala really quick, though? Nope. Oh, okay. So 6 for 9. Kamala Harris is winning. Who do you guys think is going to win this live stream, this video right here? Do you think we're going to get more for Kamala or for Trump at the end of this live stream? Let's see if we can get this lady to talk to us right here. She is on the phone. How's it going, ma'am? Oh, no, you're good. You can walk by. But really quick, though. Trump or Kamala? All right, let's head over. Let's walk over here. We got a lady at the bus stop right now. We'll go talk to her really quick. Oh, but here comes her bus, so we're going back this way. Here comes the bus. Oh, yes, we got some more people coming through right here. We got a lady right here. How's it going, ma'am? Do you have a quick second? We're live right now. We're just talking to some of the people. Do you have a quick second, really quick? Do people ever tell you look like Michelle Obama?
Never.
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 Well, you do.
Well, thank you.
And we're here talking to people in Wisconsin because it is a swing state. Do you think Milwaukee and Wisconsin, you think it will stay blue or go red?
That's a good question. I think it'll stay blue. I think with the recent changes to our president and now that Kamala is running, I think it will stay blue.
And you yourself, will you be voting blue or red?
I haven't decided yet.
I haven't decided
Still
yet.
have me a couple weeks to make a decision.
And in 2020, who did you vote for, if you don't mind me asking?
2020, no. I'll keep it private.
Okay. And so what would you like to see from one of these candidates with these days upcoming to the election? What would you like to see from one of them to hopefully win your vote?
It's critical our economy. We need to ensure that there's going to be jobs available for the young people that's coming out of college. We need to ensure that there's going to be growth in our economy, not just jobs, but that the economy continues to grow as well.
And does an opportunity economy excite you? That's what Kamala Harris has been talking about, is an opportunity economy.
Well, I think both sides have been talking about it, right? And so what excites me is that they are committed to making sure that they're focusing on it. It's important, not only for our growth here in Milwaukee, but as a nation, we have to grow.
And just do a comparison from 2016 to 2020, and now underneath the Biden-Harris administration. How has what economy did you see that was better? Did you see that underneath?
From 20 to now?
From like the Trump administration, which economy was better?
The economy, it was a different time, right? Like, right now we are still trying to rebound from when we had COVID and we started, so I think it's a little bit different. You really can't compare apples to oranges. And I think, of course, the economy was a lot better under Trump, but that's not where we are today. We are still trying to recover from a critical time. I think there's a lot of economies that was really bad as a result of, COVID, and now we're still trying to recover, and we need somebody who's going to be committed to helping that recovery.
And if Donald Trump were to be elected, would you like to see him continue to do what he was doing when he was president?
It's a different time. I think it would have to be different, right? Like he is going to have to look at where the economy is now, where we're growing, and he would have to adjust what his focus would be on the economy to how we're doing in the times that we're in now.
Okay, well, thank you so much. We'll let you get back to work. Have a great rest of your day. How you guys doing? Good. We're live right now. We're talking to people here. Look at the camera. You're live right there.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. And who will you guys be voting for?
I don't know yet.
You don't know yet?
Nah, I really don't know yet.
Who did you vote for in 2020?
Nobody.
Nobody?
No.
And this year, will you be voting?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
we gotta go.
really quick, Trump or Kamala, who will you be voting for?
I really don't know. I don't know which one to vote for.
And you yourself? Have a great one. You guys have a quick second? Okay, no worries. Looks like we got a college student coming right here. A fellow man with a backpack. Or he's on the phone right now. So, that lady in the black and white dress, I don't know who she'll be voting for. She said the economy is better than Donald Trump, but she also seemed very optimistic about what Kamala Harris could do. A lot of people seem very optimistic with what Kamala has to say. And tonight, Kamala Harris is going to give her first press interview. She hasn't given a press interview in this whole entire time that she's been running for president, but she will be doing an interview. She did one with CNN, but it wasn't like a press interview, I guess that's what they're calling it. It was an edited interview. So I guess tonight she's going to be doing an interview on MSNBC. What word salad do you think Kamala Harris comes up with tonight? And what Brooker T's got some words to say.
I heard a little piece, I'm not exactly sure, but for sure there will be no more debates. Did you hear anything about that?
I did not, but I hope Vance and Waltz have one.
I hope Vance and Waltz have a debate, but nothing's lined up, and we are getting really close to this election. But I did hear that Donald Trump said, "Why do I want to have another debate when in some states people have already been able to start voting?" So I was hoping for another one. I was hoping.
They're not doing another debate just because Donald Trump says that. Why would he do another debate if they're already casting votes? But we got a woman coming right here. Let's see. we can talk to her. She's coming up here in green shirt. Okay, yeah, we'll ask him. How's it going, ma'am? Good.
Donald Trump and President Vance.
Yeah?
Donald Trump and Vance, for sure. Kamala's got to go. We are done with the Biden administration. I've been depressed for the last 4 years. They need to go. Go. They can catch the bus back with the illegals.
Catch the bus back with the illegals.
They can go too.
And so, safe to say, you will be voting for Donald Trump?
Absolutely. Always. I just 100%. And it isn't about character. It's about policy. I don't look into the character of anybody except for, what's obvious. But to me, it's what they're going to do for America that counts. And every time I listen to Trump, he gives straight answers. He has something to say, and so does Vance. They're straight talkers. They don't beat around the bush. They're for the people. Trump left luxury. He didn't have to do this. He's a self-made man. So he doesn't even have to run for president and get assassination attempts and put himself at risk. But he cares about this country. Kamala, all she cares about is the illegal migrants. That's all she cares about. Her parents were migrants. That's close to her heart. She just wants to snow the people. And people are buying it, unfortunately.
And why do you think so many people are buying what the media is offering them?
I think they think that the media is the end-all be-all. I think that they just take at face value what the media says, and then when things go viral and the people who are paid to promote for her, they just buy it. And they vote for her because they hate Trump, because they want a woman president, and all these things that are superficial. And at the end of the day, that doesn't matter.
Yeah, and we talked to a lot of people in there, and they've said that it excites them to have a woman as president. And I mean, I'm not against having a woman as president, but why should that even be in discussion if we have equal rights, right?
That's the thing, and I don't know. A lot of Putin and a lot of the other countries, they respect Trump. I don't know if they would respect Kamala. She's, I think they listen to men more, and they listen to Trump. He knows what he's talking about. He knows economy, he knows politics. He's not just a career politician. And my life was better under Trump. I am tired of paying too much for gas. The grocery prices are killing me. All the gas prices, I make less money. The work I do, migrants are flooding the platform. How they're doing it, I don't know. And I'm just sick of it.
And you say the work you do is the migrants are flooding the platform. What job are you currently working?
I'm an Uber driver, and I drive for DoorDash. And it may not be the most prestigious job, but it's what I do right now. And there's a lot of times that I'll go into restaurants and they thank me that I speak the language, or even the customers. And I run into it a lot. And I never really paid attention to it before until I got more into the politics. But I don't know how they're getting on the platform, but they are. And they're taking lowball offers. I make less than I ever have. I used to be able to comfortably support my family. Now I'm living on my credit cards. And I'm just tired of it. The economy is shot.
Wow.
Why don't you explain
And I kind of understand how it works with the migrants as far as how they do work in the Uber system, because I talked to some people in New York City. Because if you go to New York City, the migrants are doing all the majority of the people that are doing Uber Eats and stuff are the migrants. And what they do is somebody lends them their account, and then they take a split of that percentage. So say they make $10. The migrant makes $2, and the owner of the account gets $8.
And it's so frustrating because I see it a lot when I go into restaurants. They can't even pronounce the names. They'll just show their phone to the restaurant worker. And I never paid attention to it at first, but now I realize what's happening.
And if they are illegal immigrants and they're driving around cars, they're driving around illegally.
Oh, I know. And it shouldn't be. Obviously, a lot of us have family that have immigrated, but there's a way to do it. And our country's just being flooded. Our resources are being drained.
You can come through.
It's terrible, and it's affecting everybody. I can't even move. We've rented, my boys and I'm a single mom. We've lived in the same place for 14 years. There's no way I could even afford to move. We have cheap rent, fortunately, in a decent area, but the rents have skyrocketed. Everything. I feel like I'm always one circumstance away from a different life, and I just pray every day that we're just able to afford things.
And do you think Kamala Harris will hold up to her promises now that she's saying that she will close the border? Do you think she'll do that?
No, not at all. I think she's using the border bill, which was a joke, to say that she's going to close the border because people don't read into that bill. And she is not going to do that. At this point, she's going to say whatever word salad she needs to say to get in office and beat Trump. And if you're going to vote for her just because you hate Trump, then you really need to educate yourself on politics, because this is our country at stake, and it's going to change drastically if Kamala gets in office. We've seen it this past 4 years. It's insane.
And what changes have you seen specifically here in Wisconsin since Biden-Harris have been in the office?
I've seen prices go up drastically. He stopped fracking immediately, and all of a sudden the gas prices got more expensive. Well, that domino affects into everything. So then the food prices are more expensive. The landlords, for whatever reason, maybe to keep illegals out of their places, are jacking up the rent to make it unaffordable for people.
How much has your rent gone up?
My rent, well, because they like me there and I've been there a long time, it only goes up about $50 a year. So I consider myself fortunate. But for years, they just kept it the same. But I know people whose rent is going up $100 every 6 months. And rents used to be like, what I pay now, I pay $8.25 with heat included, which is a rare find in a nice neighborhood. But it used to be $5.95, and $8.25 used to be considered incredibly expensive. Now people can't get like a one-bedroom for under $1,200, and I'm in a two-bedroom.
Yeah, it's expensive
So
to live here.
it's insane.
And have a lot of migrants came here to Milwaukee?
I think so. The whole south side has changed. And again, never thought anything of it, but it's mostly Spanish speaking. And normally you can look on the building and you can read a word of English and know what the business is, and more, that's not how it is there anymore. And again, if you come here the right way, that's fine. But in my opinion, we need to close the border for a while completely, get out what doesn't need to be here, and just shut it down. Because there's so many people that are homeless. On a lot of the park and rides, even on 20th and College, it's full of tents and campers of American citizens who are homeless, and they're trying to boot them out of there. What about them?
Totally.
You know, so
Sounds like my mother, Booker T. Jones, has a few questions she wants to ask you. I can tell she's itching behind the camera.
Yeah, I have such a hard time not talking, if you can't tell. But what I just want to point out something. If you didn't notice her excitement, you know, we don't know this lady. She just came up to us.
I'm Tanya.
But there was excitement in the air. And that's one thing I notice about people who are supporting Trump, is that they have like excitement. And they're not afraid to say, and you can feel the excitement, you can feel the energy, because they believe in it with their heart. And then a lot of other people, you know, and like I said, people can choose who they want, but you can feel the difference. You can feel the calmness or the excitement or well, she's a woman, she's black, that's why I'm going to vote for her. Where I could really feel the excitement and the energy. And that's a huge difference that
I was losing hope. Sorry to interrupt. I was just losing hope that anything would ever be any different. And I thought, oh, Trump will never run again. And when he did, I couldn't even believe it. I am so glad he's running again. And I pray every day for his safety and that he gets in office. Because if you're voting on the other side, I don't even know how you can call yourself an American. And I'm sorry that sounds bad, but I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Maybe you're ignorant if you're voting for Kamala, but educate yourself then, because she's not going to be good for this country at all.
And a lot of times, too, you have to think about the whole picture, just not about feelings and yourself. Anyway, I just wanted to point that out because I really noticed that when you came up.
I was so excited.
The excitement that you wanted to say. So,
Tanya, people are loving you in the chat right now.
Oh my God, I'm afraid to look at those comments.
No, everyone's saying you're a smart woman. Green shirt.
Thank you.
This woman is correct.
Oh my God.
And woman support woman. That's a good one. And do you think the wars would have started if Donald Trump was president?
No, not at all. There was no wars when he was president.
Did you hear that Donald Trump posted last night that Iran is trying to, they found out that they were trying to take his life.
Yeah, it's insane. And the only reason this is happening is because he's going to do good things. And whoever's making money with whatever's going on now is going to lose a lot of money. They're afraid of him. I want a leader that people are afraid of.
He's the only president that has actually had their net worth go down while they have been president.
Gosh, we need to see him in office. I want America, make America great again. We just need our country back to the way it's supposed to be.
Awesome, Tanya. Everyone's loving you right now. Thank you so much for coming out and speaking with us today. I really appreciate it.
I'm honored. Thanks, you guys. Have a good rest of your day.
You too. Have a great day, Tanya. Great lady, Tanya. A woman with passion. With passion. We got a lot of people. We're going to head over here where it's a little more shaded. But yeah, Tanya had a lot of passion. That is something interesting Booker T pointed out. A lot of times when people do come out and say they're voting for Donald Trump, there's a lot of passion to their voice.
And I got to say one more thing too.
She just keeps coming back.
I'm sorry. She's an Uber driver, and she's being hurt by the migrants driving. And if you go to any major city where there are a lot of migrants, that is what they are doing. They are taking away jobs from girls like that. A single mom trying to raise 2 sons as an Uber driver. Who's American?
That doesn't make much sense. Rapid fire, Trump or Kamala?
Neither.
All right, so right now we are at 5 for 9 for, I'm keeping track. We're at 5 for 9 for Kamala Harris. We're almost at a split decision, so 5 for 9 right now here in Milwaukee. If you guys are watching this video and you're not subscribed yet to the YouTube channel, go ahead and subscribe and give this video a like, because it actually really does help me out and helps this channel continue to grow so we can keep spreading the truth and share with more people what's going on. And if you guys want to see the up-to-date probabilities as to who is currently projected to win the debate, go check out Polymarket. There's a pinned comment above. How you doing, sir?
I know who you are.
Oh, great.
I came out here I drove an hour here just to see you guys.
Let's go.
It's incredible to see you. I was standing for like 2 minutes.
Drove an hour to come out here.
I was standing for like 2 minutes. I was like, I didn't imagine actually being here.
Well, you're here. You're live right now, talking to everybody.
Hi, chat.
Chat. We love people that come out and support.
There's like 2,000 people on there. It's great.
Don't think about it. You got like an auditorium watching, and I'm betting you're going to be voting for Donald Trump.
Yes.
And do you live here in Wisconsin?
Yeah.
And do you think Wisconsin will go blue or go back to red?
I don't know. I live in a small town, but there's a lot of Harris signs, which kind of concerns me. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It was very close in 2020. I have no idea how it'll turn out this year, but hey, it'll be great if it goes for Trump.
I don't know what the percentage was in 2020, but I know in 2016 when Donald Trump went against Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump won by 0.7%. So not even by 1%.
And I think Biden won by 0.63. So he won by even less than Trump did, actually.
Mm-hmm. So you got to tell everybody here in Wisconsin they better get out and vote, because 10,000 votes makes a difference.
Yeah, it does.
What would you be excited to, or what would concern you most about Kamala Harris winning? Like, what one of her policies kind of scares you?
I mean, foreign policy, probably the most.
Mm.
We've seen an escalation across the world. We've seen that a lot of countries are in much more trouble right now than they were 4 years ago, and it's very concerning. I'm going into the Air Force, so I don't want to see people that I know be going to foreign countries to fight a war that we shouldn't be involved in.
Mm-hmm. That's something I always want to talk to you that are going to be joining the military and that are in the military right now, because I wonder, do people respect the leader that they're going, their chief, what is it, chief of commander or commander in chief? Like, do military people respect their commander in chief, who is the president? Like, does that worry you going to war or joining the military knowing that your president could be Kamala Harris?
I mean, it's not very exciting. I mean, I'll still do it. There's still a lot of economic benefits for me to do it, but it's just, there's a part of me that would just feel a little bad because I know that we'd be going into other countries, and it just made sense 20 years ago. It doesn't make sense now.
I thought I was just in Ukraine. I thought it was interesting that like I went to like some of the places we went to, even like where Russians invaded in Ukraine, and like I thought it was interesting because a lot of times like when I was younger, you'd hear in the news or when you were in school, they'd tell you like all the wars will be fought like by cyber wars and like it won't be man-to-man combat, but today very much there's still man-to-man combat going on, and you'd think it by now with all the technology we have, their wars would be fought a little differently.
No, there's always going to be ground troops. There's always going to be fighter pilots. There's always going to be all of that. Always going to be there.
Did you see that Zelensky recently came here to, like he was in Pennsylvania just yesterday?
I did not know that actually.
Yeah, Zelensky was just here the other day. And what do you think? How do you think the war will end in Ukraine and Russia? Do you think there will be an end to the war?
I mean, I don't see why Russia is still going with it. They haven't made an advance in about a year, I don't think. So I don't know why they'd still want to be in that. They're only losing people and they're only losing supplies.
And what do you think Donald Trump would do, or what do you think Kamala Harris would do to try and stop the war? Because we've heard Donald Trump will stop the war, that's what he said. But what do you think Kamala Harris will do to prevent the war from going on any further?
I've got no idea, because she doesn't say anything. It just seems like she's just going to continue doing it, and it's just fueling the military-industrial complex. That's all it is. It seems like.
Very interesting. What would be your message to anybody watching this stream that will be voting for Kamala Harris to pitch them to vote for Donald Trump?
So it's just, we've got a lot of conflict going on across the world. It's never happened before. It shouldn't be happening. And as we saw with 4 years of Trump, there was a lot more diplomacy and a lot more peace across the world. Economically, it was just better under him. More people liked it, and you see polls now, people prefer it, the Trump economy to the Biden economy. So, I mean, I think those are the most important issues, that and immigration. You went to the border recently.
Yeah.
It was pretty bad, wasn't it?
Yeah, people are just coming right on through, and they're able to come through, the cartel pushes them over, and then they land here inside the United States.
Yeah, so it's very, that's very concerning too. I don't know about Trump saying, oh, eating dogs and cats. I don't know if he should have said it in the debate, but it does show an actual problem that's happening in the United States right now. That there are people going into communities, they're not there legally, they're not, following the laws. It's not great, and it hurts the economy, it hurts the people, and it just hurts the society there.
Awesome, brother. Brooker T. Jones can't contain herself. She's got to ask another question.
Okay, I gotta come back in. Okay, so I just want to talk about the border because that is something that I really do focus on. And speaking about the Haitians that were in Springfield, I'm not going to say if that's true or not. But what I am going to say about the migrants that are coming in, they all have different cultures. We have a different culture. So do you think that a Haitian coming into America, do you think all of a sudden they're just going to become American and leave behind their culture?
Well, no, we all stick to our cultures. We all have them. They're a part of us. The longer you stay here, the more you kind of, assimilate, right? So, I mean, but it seems as if they don't understand. They're not assimilating. They're not taking any processes to assimilate. They don't take tests. They don't take any citizenship tests, I don't think. So, I mean, that already shows that they just, if you come to America, you come to America believing in freedom, you come to believing in opportunity, and while they might believe that, they don't understand what makes America great.
Yeah, that's true. They don't understand. And I remember a few years ago watching this show, I can't remember what it was called, but they brought in Africans into America, and then there was a process, and they taught them, how to even use a toilet, how to turn on lights and things like that. And that was the correct way of doing it. And the way they're doing it now is just literally just flooding the border. We've seen them walk right in, put on buses, then put on airplanes, and then they're sent all around America. And no one is teaching them skills. So in Springfield, Ohio, I don't know. I've talked to a lot of hungry Haitians. The Haitians I've talked to that are hungry are in New York City, and they're hungry and starving, and I've even bought underwear for Haitians in New York City because I said, what do you need? And this one guy said, I need underwear and water. I went and bought him a 10-pack of underwear and 2 gallons of water. It's awful what is going on. It's awful. And people bring their culture. So perhaps in Springfield, Ohio, they're bringing their culture in, and that's what's happening. Anything to say about that?
I mean, it's just, we all want people to come to America. We want them to be happy and all that. But I mean, coming here legally is just the preferred way to doing it. It's just, yeah.
And you're awesome. Thanks for coming out, and thanks for willing to go to the military and to support all of us. We need more guys like you.
Hey, everyone in the chat is saying thank you so much for serving America, and we're still thankful that you came out here today. We appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day. How's it going, ma'am? We love this dog. Look at this dog. Beautiful dog.
Extremely friendly, but I can walk him and nobody comes near me.
Wow, what kind of dog is it?
A bull mastiff.
Bull Mastiff.
Yeah.
And ma'am, this week, my name is Nick, and we're traveling all across America. We're going to all the 7 swing states here in America, and we're seeing we're trying to give the people an idea as to who people will be voting for and whether or not states like Wisconsin will stay blue or go back to red. And you personally, do you think Wisconsin will stay blue or go swing back to the red?
I'm hoping it stays blue.
And you'll be voting for Kamala Harris then?
Yes.
And what makes you want to vote for Kamala Harris?
I think she's terrific. I think she's well qualified, and I usually vote Democratic.
Awesome. And a question we've been asking a lot of people as well is where do you get your news from? What news sources do you primarily watch?
Mainly from, I read magazines, Newsweek every week, and read the paper every night and watch the news. So
Okay,
I'm
what
kind
news
of a
do you
news
like to
junkie.
watch?
What channel?
Mhm.
I usually watch Channel 4.
Channel
but
4.
yeah, sometimes just anyone will be fine. 12 is good too.
Is Channel 4 ABC?
NBC.
NBC. And what did you think about the debate? Do you think that both candidates were treated fairly in the last presidential debate we had between Trump and Kamala?
I think it was fine. It was, you can't debate when somebody follows his own rules instead of the rules of the debate.
Yeah,
She did the best she could under the circumstances, so.
And who do you think won the debate?
I think she did because of her open attitude. But if you support her, you think she won. If you're a Trumper, you think he won. So I don't think it's clear cut.
And I can tell you're a woman with lots of wisdom. You're obviously older than I have. And have you seen, since you have been alive, how have you seen the political climate change here in America? Would you say it's more aggressive, more passive, more peaceful here in America than it was when you were growing up, per se?
I'm always been very political, and I've run for office quite a few times. So is my husband, so is my daughter. So we are a very political family. It just depends on the candidates and who's running against you when you run.
Yeah, and who do you think, since you have ran in politics, with what policies are going to be in place, for instance, Kamala Harris has right now, she has $25,000 for first-time home buyers. I think it's like $6,000 for another thing she has, and then she also has what she's proposing to be an opportunity economy. How would an opportunity economy benefit the people of America?
I think that, is this being filmed? What is this
Yeah,
going to go on?
we're
Is this
we're
just
live
a
right now. I just on my YouTube
Okay.
channel.
And where is this going to?
Nick Shirley on YouTube.
Okay. I mean, I think it's good that we would have a woman president. I think she's well qualified and has a lot of experience. I am definitely not a Donald Trump fan, so I think I would vote for almost anybody that was running against him instead of him. But I think she's well qualified. I think the problem will be whether the country's ready to vote for a woman. I am, but I don't know if other people are.
Yeah, and you say vote for a woman. What benefits or why do you think it'd be a positive? I'm not saying it's not going to be a positive if she does win as a woman. What positives would we see? Like what differences would we see?
I think she's qualified, and the sex doesn't matter. I think you do the job you need to do, and it has nothing to do with sex. But people aren't used to seeing a woman run for high office, and I have won for office many times, and so is my husband, so is my daughter. So my daughter and I, as women, have won, and it doesn't matter in our communities that we run in. But I think it's going to be, she's got a strike against her because a lot of people don't think a woman should be president. But I think she may prove them all wrong.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Right now, she is projected to win.
I know she is, but I think that it's just hard to know. It's really hard to know because the Trumpers will go out and vote, and we need to make sure that you get all the people who are supporting her. They have to get to the polls. The Trumpers will go. I mean, I don't know how you're backing, and you're probably neutral with this, but you understand what my point of view is.
Well, thank you so much, ma'am, for your time, and have a great rest of your day. And you got a beautiful dog. Look at that dog. He is a beautiful dog.
I can walk him in the middle of the night and nobody
He's a great-looking dog, man. Look at this thing. This thing's
But
massive.
if you don't like dogs, he looks like he's dangerous.
Looks like a freaking.
So sweet.
He's so big he could bite you. Just run you over this thing. Well, thank you so.
That collar's on him only so I can get him home.
Yeah, it's a cool looking
If I
collar.
need to steer him, I can steer him, but otherwise he can go where he wants.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, ma'am.
Have a good day.
You too. Okay, perfect. Yeah, sounds good.
Get up.
Thanks so much for coming out.
Yep, of course.
We appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day, brother.
Yeah,
Have a good one.
Good luck.
Thank you so much. See ya. That dog is massive.
Mastiff.
Massive mastiff. I don't know if it's a mastiff. It really is bigger than her. That is crazy. So right now we are actually, well, we were at 50-50 between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris because he swung the whole thing to make it even. But now she made it to be 6 out of 10, or she made it 6 for 11 for Kamala Harris. So right now they are winning as far as what we've seen here in Wisconsin. 6 for 11. How you guys doing? You guys got a quick second? We're live right now.
No, sorry.
Rapid fire, Trump or Kamala?
No thanks.
No thanks. I always love when the businessmen come in the suits and everything, and you ask them like, you know they're not gonna give you a response because I don't know why they can't give you a response, but they're not gonna give you one.
They work for corporate.
Yeah, I guess they do work for corporate America, so maybe they're afraid that stocks will go down or whatever if they save one candidate or another. Not totally sure, but you just know the men dressed up in suits aren't gonna give you a response for whatever reason. Let's see if we can, we got some J-Dubs over there, Jehovah's Witnesses. We got some J-Dubs over there. They got a booth going, but I don't think they vote, according to what they said yesterday, the J-Dubs. But let's go, looks like we got people coming over that way. Speak to some of the people. Milwaukee, it's actually a pretty nice city here. Very clean, big city. Buildings are pretty. Where are you guys all watching the stream from right now? Where are you guys at? You guys in California, Michigan, Wisconsin. Tomorrow we're going to Michigan. We're going to Detroit. And then after that we are going to Pennsylvania. And in Pennsylvania, instead of doing just one live stream, we're going to do 2 live streams the day when we go to Pennsylvania. We're going to go to Pittsburgh. And then everybody is saying that we need to go to rural Pennsylvania. So if you live near Pittsburgh or in Pennsylvania and you know a town that would be good to go to in rural Pennsylvania, let me know right now in the chats or send me a message on Instagram because we are looking for a town to go to in rural Pennsylvania. Maybe we'll even go to the Amish lands. The Amish lands would be fun to go talk to the people there. How's it going, sir? Do you got a quick moment? No? God, people with AirPods. It's impossible to speak with people with AirPods. Let's see if this guy comes over here. All right, let's talk to this guy. How you doing, sir? We're live right now. We're just talking to the people here in Milwaukee. And what do you think about the current state of America?
Actually, I came recently from India, so I'm on L1. So it's been just 2 months now.
So you've been in America for 2 months?
Yes.
And how did you get into America?
From my parent company, HCL Technology. From there, I came into. I'm working for Northwestern Mutual. So far, looks good.
And so you came here legally. What do you think about all the migrants that come over to America illegally?
Yeah, that's something government has to take because the job market is pretty low.
Mm-hmm.
So they have to ensure all those. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for your time. How's it going, sir? You look like I used to watch a movie back in the day and the guy had the basketball player. But anyways, we're talking to people here, and who do you think will win the election and win the state of Wisconsin?
That's hard to tell. It's a lot going on. So
it's a lot going on, right? It's a lot to process. And you personally, who will you be voting for?
I'm voting for Jill Stein.
Jill Stein?
Yeah.
Jill Stein, yesterday we heard one person that was voting for Jill Stein. We're going all across America right now, and Jill Stein is part of the Green Party.
Yep.
And what makes you excited to vote for Jill Stein?
She's not bought out, so.
And do you think Donald Trump's bought out?
Yeah.
And do you think Kamala's bought out?
Yeah.
And who do you think is buying out these candidates like Kamala and Donald Trump?
Israel.
Israel.
Yep.
From?
AIPAC.
AIPAC.
You guys know.
That's a controversial issue to talk about right there.
It's not
right?
controversial.
You never,
It's pretty.
It's a hidden. It's like nobody really knows.
A lot of people know actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But very like a lot of people know, but majority don't know about that sort of stuff. And what do you think we could expect if Jill Stein wins?
I mean, she has already set her policy plan. So she has a policy plan for black people. She has a plan for justice reform, criminal justice reform. You know that guy who got executed yesterday, Marcellus Williams. Have you heard about that?
I have not.
You haven't?
Uh-uh.
It's all over the news. You haven't heard about it?
No, I've been all around traveling, just trying to get to place right now.
Yeah, innocent black man was executed yesterday. So, you know, we need to fix that issue. We need to fix the children that's being killed in Palestine, Lebanon, all over the world by U.S. and other countries. So, yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how racist do you think America is?
I mean, that's a abstract question.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of.
Like, do you believe that, like, nowadays everyone is getting treated equally? Or do you think there's still racism that exists here in America?
That's kind of questions I don't like. There's obviously racism in America. Like,
Yeah,
no.
I'm just asking, like, on a scale of 1 to 10.
On a scale of 1 to 10, you can't quantify. I mean, ever since America was founded, it's been racist. So, yeah.
All right, cool, brother. We
Yeah.
appreciate you for your time. Have a great rest of your day.
Yep.
Go Jill Stein.
Yep.
Have a good one. We got a person coming up right here. How you doing, sir? Yeah, a quick moment, really quick. We're just talking to people here in Milwaukee. Who will you be voting for?
Who am I voting for?
Yeah.
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris. And why will you be voting for Kamala Harris?
Well, she got the views I like.
Mm-hmm. What kind of views do you like from Kamala Harris?
Well, she said she wants to help the middle class. Let me see what else did she say. That's the only one I can think of right now.
Mm-hmm. The middle class?
Yeah, she said she want to help the middle class.
And how will she help the middle class?
I don't know.
But she want to do it. But she want to do it. Does she have any idea? What ideas do you like from her about helping the middle class?
She didn't say. She just said she want to help the middle class.
And do you think Donald Trump won't help the middle class?
I don't know.
And what kind of support have you seen from the Biden-Harris administration to the middle class these past 3.5 years?
What kind of help that I've seen?
Yeah, like...
Just her word so far.
What?
Just her word so far.
Just her word. And do you think words speak louder than action?
No. Action speaks louder than words.
Yeah, so what kind of action would you like to see from Kamala Harris?
Well, I'd like to see her help the poor, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool. And so you think she'll be better? Do you think she'll do anything different from what she's currently doing right now as she's in office?
Do I think she's different?
Do you think she'll do anything different than what she's doing currently right now as she is in office?
I don't know.
You don't know, but you're gonna be voting for her.
Yeah.
And what do you think about Donald Trump?
I'm not interested in Donald Trump.
Mm-hmm. And what do you think about his time when he was president? How was your life back then?
How would I like what?
How was your life while Donald Trump was president?
It was average.
Average. And how has it been since Biden and Harris have been president and vice president?
The same.
The same?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, we appreciate you for your time. Have a great rest of your day. All right, let's start reading some of the comments here in the chat. We've actually had a lot of success talking to people. So right now, we are now 7 for 12 for Kamala Harris. 7 for 12 for Kamala Harris. It's going to be a toss-up here in Wisconsin, I think. I really do think it might be a toss-up. Because last time it was literally less than 1% that made the difference here in Wisconsin. Let's see, we got some people coming through here on a Lime scooter. We got some people here on a park bench. We'll go talk to this lady over here. How's it going, ma'am? Yeah, a quick moment. We're live right now. We're just talking to some of the people here in Milwaukee about the current state of America. We've been going all across America these past few days. And what do you think about the current state of America? Where do you think we are going as a country?
I'm sorry. Actually,
No, a good time. Oh, okay. Yeah, have a good rest of your day. I don't think she was in the right mood to talk. I think she was not in the mood to talk. All right, let's see. We got a runner coming. Maybe we'll get a girl straight off a runner. Yeah, we'll walk over here. We got some. I think it's like the tourist attraction in Milwaukee. I don't know. It looks like a cave-shaped thing. Do you have a quick second, really quick? Great. So we're going all across America. We're going all the 7 swing states here. Do you think Milwaukee or Wisconsin will stay blue or go back to red?
I'm not really sure.
And what do you want it to happen?
No comment.
No comment? What do you think about America right now? Where do you think we stand as a country?
Not in a great spot, but hopefully we'll get better.
Mm-hmm. And what candidate do you think will be better to make America better?
No comment.
No comment.
If my friends see this, I'll get roasted.
No, well, come on. No one's going to see it. Just kidding. There's a couple thousand people watching right now. Dang it. You know, I have a feeling she was for Trump. But she also could be for Kamala. You never know. All right, we're moving over here to see who gets off the bus. Talk to some people fresh off the bus. Should we go do some bus stop interviews? Should we hop on the bus right now? How's it going, sir? Yeah, a quick second. You? No. Let's see. We got this guy right here. How's it going, sir? How are you? We're live right now. Can we walk and talk with you really quick? No. ¿Inglés? ¿Español? ¿Podemos hablar por un ratito? Ah, okay. Dang it. You know, me whipping out that Spanish. Shout out to the Lord for that one. I speak Spanish. Yeah, we're gonna head over there. Booker T. So far what we've seen, it looks like it's gonna be a toss-up here in Wisconsin.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be maybe a hard state. And in Arizona too, that was gonna be a hard state. So if you live in those states, make sure you get out and vote, because yesterday we had a lot of people that told us that they weren't going to vote because they honestly believe that their vote doesn't matter. They think the election's already rigged, but I believe your vote does matter. So make sure
I got some stomach
you
pain
get
going
out
on right
and
now.
vote.
Okay, yeah, let's get over there. Fighting this one out to the end. Yeah, in Arizona, literally yesterday, they told us the people that were registering people to vote, you do not need to have a photo ID to vote in a federal election in Arizona. A little concerning. But you do need one to vote in a local election, which is very strange. It's what?
In Arizona, they said you don't need a picture ID to vote for the President of the United States of America.
All right, let's cross.
But if you want to go to Costco, make sure you have that card with your Face ID on it.
Booker T. Look at her go. Nathaniel, we got Nathaniel back here on the camera. We're just moving over, walking over to another spot. We'll see if we can get some more people. We're definitely gonna get some more people. Chat. Let's see if these guys will answer right here. How are you guys doing? You guys got a quick second? Or we can walk and talk with you guys? What's going on? Yeah, my name's Nick. We're going all around the country right now. We're going to all the 7 swing states. And do you guys think Wisconsin will go blue or go red come election day?
What color are we wearing?
You guys are going blue. So do you guys want Kamala to win?
I think wanting is an interesting question. I think that's who we have. We got Kamala and we got Trump, so that's who we've got. That's what our politics has given us.
So are you guys essentially excited to vote for Kamala Harris?
I think people's politics should be kept to themselves, much like family matters. And living in a swing state, you have to understand that there are reasonable arguments for both sides of the coin. And so you have to be respectful of other people's opinions and realize that we are all fighting for the same objective here.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
And this is our stop.
Second that. And who do you think will unite the country, Trump or Kamala?
I think it depends on who you ask.
Okay, well, thank you very much. Thank you. Have a good one. Get that money. That was weird. They didn't want to answer that one. They didn't want to answer that. Well, the one guy was Said their only option is pretty much Kamala Harris. All right, we got a bunch of people out here. A lot of people. Let's see. We got a dad and son. We're gonna try to talk to them really quick. Beautiful location out here, actually, in Milwaukee. I'm impressed. The streets are clean. Sun's out. Beautiful day. And it's not nearly as hot as Arizona. Yesterday in Arizona it was 105 degrees. Feels great out here in Milwaukee. How's it going, sir? How you doing? Good. My name is Nick. We're live right now. We're just trying to talk to some of the citizens here in Wisconsin. How do you live here in Wisconsin?
Yes, sir. Born and raised. Where are you from?
I'm from Utah myself.
Okay.
And
say hi, Ronan. Say hi.
So we're asking people here who they're going to be voting for. Or who do you think will win the state of Wisconsin come November 5th?
My opinion, Kamala. She's going to win. I think every woman in America should be voting for her. It's history in the making. It's nothing personal, but men have been running this country since it was created, and they haven't been doing a very good job. So I think it's time for a change. So Mexico has their first female president, and I think America's next. So.
Are you guys Latinos?
Yes, sir. Born here in America.
And what did you guys think about the Mexico election when the woman was elected, but before her there was like 10 other candidates that were killed?
It goes with the territory, I guess. I guess they weren't paying their price.
Yeah, they weren't paying the price to the cartels. And what would make you excited about having a female president here in America?
Just change, a different perspective in life. Again, like I said, male's been running this country since it was created, and they haven't been doing a very good job. So I think it's time for a change, and everything about it will, I think, work for the better for America. So.
What would you like to see from Kamala and from a woman that would be different than a man?
Well, right now, comfort. America needs comfort. America needs sense. I guess right now, with everything Trump is spewing is chaos. It's dangerous. It's not American. America's land of the free and home of the lazy. So.
Land of the free and home of the lazy.
Yes, sir.
And what do you do for work?
I'm a lead. Team lead.
Team lead.
I lead a group of 50 to 48 team members, depending on what we do. I really don't feel comfortable sharing the rest. But
yeah, no worries. And we did talk to somebody today. The first person we talked to today, he said he's going to be voting for Kamala, and he actually said he'd be happy to pay more in taxes because then there'd be more resources to give out to people. And would you be happy to pay more in taxes?
I guess that's a small price to pay for freedom. Taxes are not just for the basic necessities; they're for world protection. Again, our military, whatever, the cost it takes to keep us Americans safe from preventing 9/11 happening again. It's a small percent, it's a small, I guess it's a small percent. It's chump change. If they want raise it a little bit, so what? But I really don't like them raising or lowering the taxes for the billionaires when we're scraping up what we can just to live by.
Yeah. And when you talk about preventing another 9/11 attack from coming in, does it concern you that while Kamala and Joe Biden have been in office, they've let in over 12 million people through the United States border?
That's something that the border is most likely out of their control. I'm not saying they can't stop it or shut it down, but they're coming in through tunnels. People are coming in whether they like it or not. It's not just that they're letting them in. They're coming in. They're paying to come in. Asian culture. Every culture is running through Mexico if they have the money. So again, it has nothing to do with political. Again, it depends on what your drive is to come to America and make a living for yourself. So again, if I was born in a different country, I would try my ass off to pay whatever it took to get over here to make a better life so I could send it back. I have about 4 friends at work who are not from America, but they paid $27,000 each just so they could come here and make that back, send it back home, and have a better life for the family here. So again, I think the border is out of everybody's control unless we, I guess, restructure it, redesign it, renegotiate what we trade with Mexico and
so
other countries.
You don't think there's anything that the next president could do to slow down what's going on at the border, or to close it?
For sure, they could have, I guess, let me see, more penalty type thing. It should be for sure illegal to cross. Any person crossing without documentation or without authorization, it should come with somewhat of a price. But again, yeah, they could do a better job filtering out the people who come here. But most presidents can't stop what's happening at the border. Period. It's going to take the entire country to come together to stop that. Probably rebuild the wall, or
finish it.
Finish. Like I said, no matter how long, how wide that wall is, we're going under it. Again, determination is going to make people figure out a way over it or under it.
Well, at least slow it.
You can slow it, yeah, for sure. But again, the cost supersedes restructuring it, redesigning it. So.
Awesome, brother. We appreciate you for your time.
Yes, sir.
Have a great one.
What's your name is?
My name is Nick Shirley.
Very nice to meet you.
Nick Shirley. Thank you. Nice guy, but I don't really know if I agree with the stance that if you close the border, lots of people are still going to come through. I think if you close it, less people will come through.
Secure it.
Yeah, secure it. Let's see, we got some people right here. Bum 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 bum. Ba-dum bum 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 bum. How you guys doing? You guys have a quick second, really quick?
Not today, sir.
Not,
Sorry, man.
not today. Hope you guys have a blessed day. Wow, look at all the people out here. It's 2 o'clock. What time is it? It's 1:30 right now. And we got a lot of people out here in Milwaukee. Oh, we got some people coming up right here. Let's see. What's going on, brother? Jill Stein, man, right there. That's our guy, the Jill Stein supporter. Let's see. How you guys doing? You guys have a quick second? We're live right now. We're just talking to people on the streets of Milwaukee.
No, thank you, man.
No, thank you. That's right. No thanks to you for denying the opportunity to get interviewed. Just kidding. Wow. Let's give some time to our guy Nathaniel Wheatley. Yep, we got Nathaniel with us, Hammerman Nate. Y'all loved him yesterday. And we got Nate. We're gonna go over to this guy right here. He's walking by himself. It's a potential candidate. What would you like to see happen from this live stream today? What do you think what kind of more reactions do you think we're gonna get from the people? Right now, it is 8 for 12 for Kamala.
What I would personally like to see, obviously, is
How's it going, sir?
people thinking.
What's going on?
I like thinkers.
Okay, we can walk and talk really quick. Trump or Kamala?
Neither of them hoes, bro.
Neither of them hoes. What hoe would you like to see get in office?
None of them.
None of them.
None of them. Take the whole shit down.
Yeah? How do we do that? How does that work?
Guillotines, something like that, man.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not trying to be morbid. I'm just.
Yeah, and will you be voting?
No, I'm good.
And who do you think will win in Wisconsin? Because it does really affect
In
you.
Wisconsin, I mean, Trump said some dumb stuff about Wisconsin, so. Specifically Milwaukee. I would say probably Kamala's gonna take it. I mean.
So we think so far too. With all the people we've talked to, we've talked to about 13 or 12 people so far, and I think 7 of them have all said Kamala.
Yeah, I mean, especially over here. I mean, you're talking like some place out in Brookfield.
Look,
You're gonna get a bunch.
We got some college students coming up right here. Who do you think they'll vote for?
Oh, college students. This guy might vote for Trump right here.
All right, we'll see what he's got to say. Thank you so much. You guys, how's it going, sir? And ma'am, we're live right now. We're talking to people here.
Oh, we're live? What's up?
Yeah, we're live. And okay, that guy just told me he thinks you are voting for blank.
That guy right there?
Yeah, and who will you be voting for?
Okay, I will be voting for Don. I can't lie. I'm gonna vote for Don.
That's what he said. He said
I won't
he
for
said you
Don?
look like a Trump supporter.
He's right. Yeah, he's right. I won't lie. He's right.
Mm-hmm. What makes you so excited to vote for Donald Trump?
Not even that excited, but I just like his vibe.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. I just kind of do shit off vibes. So.
Off vibes. What do you think about Kamala's vibe? Like some people are calling her like cackling Kamala.
I don't really mind her vibe, but I can't lie. I just think Trump's funny. So
Yeah.
I'm sure people hate that people vote like that, and I can't lie. I'm one of those guys who just votes like that. I think Trump's funny. I thought the U.S. was I also don't really think a lot of issues that goes on is really their fault. There's so much more that I'm sure we can't even comprehend that goes on. So, I won't say a lot of the shit that went wrong was Biden's fault. I won't say a lot of shit that went wrong was Trump's fault. So, I don't know. I just thought the vibes are better with Trump. That's just, that's my opinion.
Do you also think the vibes are better with Donald Trump? No.
I'm not even from here, but if I would have the chance to vote, I would vote for Kamala. I don't support what Trump is doing and like how he talks and thinks like he can get through with all what he does. So, and I just think Kamala has better vibes. So,
Better vibes.
Yeah.
So we gotta do a vibe check right
Well,
now.
Yeah, I like how we're doing the vibes. It's funny. But
So she says Kamala has better vibe. Donald Trump, you say Donald Trump has better vibes.
yeah.
What vibes do you like from Kamala?
Just like her appearance, how she acts towards people. I think she's a nice person, how she presents herself.
And what vibes do you like from Trump?
I like how he seems like he commands power, and I mean, people might not respect him, but I just, as a president, and when I guess what was his name, Biden, just didn't seem like he commanded respect from a lot of other people because he wasn't like really sure of himself, and he didn't seem like he get his point across.
Yeah.
I think, I mean, you can like him or not, but I respected it when Donald Trump was kind of just like saying whatever, because like I didn't agree with all of it, but it was kind of like just powerful. And
Yeah.
it seemed like I would like our president to just kind of be commanding like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, I got one more question for you guys, and I'll
Yeah.
let you guys go.
All right.
So, say you are being held hostage
Sure.
in a country like Russia.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. Say you went to Ukraine, and for some reason Ukrainians were mad at you, and they sent you over to Russia.
Yeah.
And then you were held hostage by Vladimir Putin.
Okay.
And you had a president between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris. Who would you want to negotiate the deal to get you out, and who do you think would be able to negotiate? We'll ask you first. Do you think Kamala Harris would do a better job, or Donald Trump?
It's a tricky question. I think, in a way, Kamala Harris would do it better.
And what do you think she would do better than Donald Trump?
I think she would be more sane when negotiating and be like more realistic. And I just think she's just more a person for the people and not as self-centered as Trump appears.
Who do you think would better negotiate you to get out of Russia?
I think they could both do it. I mean, their strategies, I'm sure, would be very different, but I think they both get the job done.
Who would put more fear into Putin?
Who would put more fear? Probably Don. Well, they're also friends, so that could be quite that could not make any sense. But
yeah,
I don't know. Fear. I don't know if any of them would put fear in it. I think maybe the U.S. government in general would put fear into them, but considering that they're like Donald Trump and not Kamala, Putin might be friends. I don't know if he'd put fear into him, and I don't know if Kamala would put fear into Putin. So, fear-wise, probably neither of them. But I think they'd both get the job done. So, for that question, I think they'd both be fine at doing that.
Interesting. I'm excited to hear what the people in the chat have to say. Who do they think will negotiate out? We appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a great rest of your day. USA. And what country are you from? Germany. Germany. Danke schön. Thank you. Oh, how you guys doing? Good. Just had the freaking bee out of here. Yeah, and so we still got a lot more people. Oh my gosh, get this bee out of here. We got this bee coming after me. And remember, oh my gosh, in the pinned comment above, in the pinned comment above, oh my gosh, need my EpiPen. In the pinned comment above, you can check out like the probability as to who's actually gonna, like who's projected to win right now. I think Polymarket has it by 51%, and those are like better than polls. They're not polls. I don't know if you can. Do you guys think you can actually trust polls these days? Who do you think they're even polling? Have you guys ever been polled? I've never been polled, but right now we are at like. So after that one, now we're at 8 for Kamala and 12. Yeah, so we got 4 Trump votes and 8 Kamala votes for 8 for 12 for Kamala. We got one lead right here. And make sure if you guys are not subscribed and you guys are watching the chat, and if you guys are watching the stream right now and you guys are not subscribed, please subscribe. We really appreciate it. We really appreciate it, and give this video a like as well. We got this lady right here. How's it going, ma'am? Yeah, but a quick second, really quick. We're live. We really need people to talk to really quick.
I'm on the phone, sir.
Well, yeah, we're not gonna do it. We almost did it though. Oh, we got a little family coming up here. We got this lady right here. Well, this lady, we'll see what she has to say. And she's got a little daughter with her. How's it going, ma'am? How are you? We're live right now. We're just talking to people here on the streets of Milwaukee. Are you from here? Yeah. Great. And so Milwaukee, well, Wisconsin is a swing state. And in 2016, it voted for Donald Trump. In 2020, it voted for Joe Biden. And this year, you got Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. Who will you be voting for?
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris. And why so?
I just feel like Donald Trump is not really for us, speaking of my people. I feel like everything he's saying is all for show, and we actually need a leader. If it was up to me, I wouldn't even choose Harris, but I would choose Harris over Trump any day.
So if it was, say on the Republican side, say we had like somebody like Vivek or DeSantis running, do you think if there was a different candidate between that wasn't Donald Trump, would you vote for the Republican side?
Depending on what the Republicans is doing for us, for minorities. It's so easy to say what they're going to do, but they're not actually putting the action behind it. So,
What do you think Kamala will do for minorities or for black
honestly,
people?
I'm honestly curious myself to see, because like I said, it's like really choosing the lesser of two evils, so to speak. I'm not really for Harris either. So I'm very interested to see what she's gonna do. I almost don't want to vote at all, but yeah, that's just what I'm leaning towards right now.
And we've heard it's kind of controversial as to like some people in the media have said Kamala Harris is black. She said she's Indian. She says she's black. Candace Owens apparently just said that she is not black at all. Do you think Kamala Harris is black?
Sorry. Kari, come back over here, please. I'm sorry to say this. I think she is black when she needs to be black. So I don't know. I'm pretty sure maybe somewhere down the line she is. I can't say, but I mean, of course, she's gonna say that for the people. That's why I said it's kind of hard to choose between, these two candidates right now. But I don't know. I don't want to make the assumption and say that she's not, and
Yeah.
then she actually is.
Yeah, 'cause
So.
me personally, like, we don't really know. Like, we don't have her. We don't have her. The DNA test or whatever.
Right.
The genealogy test to see where, if she is or not. But what do you hope to see underneath Kamala Harris?
Really, I'm just hoping to see, like, even with women's rights, how they're coming at women's in their health issues or abortion, and like I feel like that should be a woman's decision at the end of the day. That should not be made by anyone else. So I'm hoping she can even, get that going for us, and really the healthcare. I feel like, granted, I'm not speaking for myself, but even for people that I know, I'm hoping that we can keep that intact. We need that.
Yeah. Well, I'll let you get that phone call. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Yeah, you got a little cute little daughter. Have a good day. See you guys. And Courtney Bolek, thank you so much for the $10 donation. We do appreciate it here on the channel. Thank you very much. Mom, what do you have to say to the people that donate here on the channel?
Say thank you very much, because this kid works so hard. You don't
Maybe we'll get a good
understand.
lunch today.
Yeah.
Let's see. We got some people coming through. Let's see, this guy's got a nice set of hair on him. We'll talk to him really quick. How's it going, sir? You got the best looking hair we've seen all day today. And who will you be voting for?
Not going to comment.
Not going to comment. Why is it always the men in the button-up shirts that aren't going to comment? We love them though. They make the world go around. Shout to my dad. He's working right now. He also wearing a buttoned-up shirt. Let's see. We got a lady over here taking a photo.
What would be interesting is if you asked, like,
Nate's got some commentary.
Okay. What's up, gang? I was gonna say what's interesting is if what would be interesting if you ask someone, like, hey, what would you like to see in America, and then ask if it better aligns. I'll do it right now.
Here, I'll do it. How's it going, ma'am? We're doing a live right now. We're just talking to some of the people here in Milwaukee. And what would you like to see happen in America with the election? Like, what would you see, like, whether Donald Trump wins or Kamala Harris wins? What would you like to see happen in America?
I mean, fresh off the top of my head, lower the cost of living. I think as a result of COVID and a lot of things, and just I think people a little bit taking advantage and capitalizing on the moment. I don't know. I feel like people are struggling across the board, and it's a bit, to me, outrageous, like the way the cost of living has risen all around. But yeah, I think that's the first thing that comes to mind
Yeah, and cost of living has gone up a lot with inflation. I think it's like around 11%, and then
Yeah.
groceries are up to 25%. Gas is up.
Particularly with Milwaukee, right? Like we're seeing prices that are typical or normal to like a New York or West Coast. Like so, it's without salaries rising. In other countries, they might have a higher cost of living, but they also have higher salaries. So it's I think maybe just in general bringing more balance and fairness.
And how
to
has
the
your
people.
how has your cost of living gone up underneath these past 4 years?
Um, well, it's I mean, it's hard to say to put into like words or statistics, but I see it and I feel it just knowing like what the average cost used to be compared to now. So,
And with that being said, who will you be voting for?
um, I guess it's safe to say I'll be voting for Kamala Harris. Yeah. So I think it's, honestly with this particular presidential election, I don't think Republicans have even a fair, good candidate. Me personally, I think to vote for Donald Trump is like you're not paying attention to what he's saying, the type of person he is, the type of president he was, and so so it's not really even a debate for me.
Yeah. So with what you said, knowing that the cost of living has gone up and groceries have gone up, gas has gone up, underneath the Biden-Harris administration, you're still willing to vote for that, even if it means that prices could continue to rise?
I mean, I think that it's a United States issue, not like a one-sided issue. So like yeah.
Okay. Well, thank
Yeah.
you so much for your time. We appreciate it, ma'am.
Thank
Have a great rest of your day.
You look so cute.
You guys got a quick second? My name is Nick Shirley. Nick, how you guys doing? You guys got a quick second? What? Oh, you're waiting for the lift. Is it here? Oh, yeah, I respect that.
Rapid fire, rapid fire.
Well, really quick, rapid fire. Trump or Kamala?
Oh, politics is not my thing. I'm sorry.
Are you guys athletes or something? Play for college?
We like golf.
You like golf? I thought she was like on a track team or something.
Oh no, she runs marathons.
Marathons. That's impressive. Would you guys watch a live stream if I ran a marathon without training? I was thinking about the other night. Maybe I'll do a live stream running a marathon without training. Hey, how you doing, man?
Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm literally watching your live stream right now,
Hey,
dude.
let's go.
Yeah, I'm coming from Kenosha, Wisconsin. I drove
Okay.
like 45 minutes to like try to catch you.
Oh, can you turn it down just a second? We'll have a little conversation.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
so you came all the way from Kenosha. And what are you guys seeing in Kenosha, Wisconsin?
Can
Can you turn it down on your phone real quick?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Awesome. So yeah, like I'm seeing like a lot of I think it's like super simple. It's like we're like overcomplicating a lot of simple things, you know? Like it's like a big identity issue, I feel. Like people are kind of like, falling for the identity politics and stuff like that, and it's kind of like what's dividing us, I would say. And I feel like platforms like yours are really good because it's like, oh, there's that bee.
There's a bee that's been following me all
I know,
day.
I saw that, yeah. I think it's really good having these platforms because it's like, it's not, like you don't have a specific, you have a worldview of your own, but it's not curated to like have a certain, view. Like, I feel like people are like having certain views that aren't necessarily objective because of the media that they're following, and obviously I feel like we know that as a basic truth, but like some younger people, I feel aren't aware of that, and like they don't really take the steps to like kind of like look for the information themselves and try to be as objective as possible. Like it's so simple, it's like if you want to make a decision on who you're going to vote for, like, do your own research and then come to a consensus like on your own,
Yeah.
Like-
And you personally, who will you be voting for?
Donald Trump, man. Like, it's like I feel like for me, like it's not even just about politics. It's more about character too, and obviously like policies are important as well. But like when you look at people's character, you can I feel like with Donald Trump, like he doesn't really have anything to gain. Obviously, like a lot of people have said that he doesn't really have nothing to gain. Like he's one of those elite men. Like he has a lot of power and like he has a lot of money. But like if you look at him for his character and like given like the 2 assassination attempts and things like that, you can really look at him and you can see that he seems like a genuine person who cares about people. Like even given like his status, like I said, like he's one of those elite men that like has all this power and like he can do whatever he wants, and we don't know what he's doing like outside of the camera and all that, but like when you look at him for who he is, like you see that he's pretty genuine and like he really cares about the people, regardless of like your class, like how much money you make, things like that. Like he cares, like I feel like that's important. Like giving people the opportunity to like build themselves up and like, you know, become wealthy or like whatever they want to do, you know, like
Like
stuff like that.
me personally, like on the channel, like I do keep everything unbiased. But for me, when I decided to like really come out and support Donald Trump was when the first assassination attempt, and he stood up and said, "Fight, fight, fight."
Right, right.
I mean, what person gets shot and their literally their first initial reaction is one to stand up and then yell,
Right.
"Fight, fight, fight."
Exactly, you know, and then people want to say like, oh, you know, it's staged and all that, and I was like, dude, really, like, it's like so precise, like you can't, you know, you have to even like the best, like, you know, I guess gunmen, like you have to be so precise, you know, to like hit exactly where he was hit. So to say that it was staged, I think it's just ridiculous, you know.
Mhm.
But it's just like I feel like people shouldn't, you know, be walking on eggshells to like represent what they represent, you know, like. If you represent something, like you should like fight for that and stuff like that. Obviously within reason, you know, like, you know, it's like, and like we're all wrong at sometimes, and we kind of like educate ourselves too to like come to like an understanding. It's like science, you know, like you know, how do I say, like you make a test and then you find the answer or whatever, and then it can also change going forward. Like it's just constantly changing. Like, and I feel like people too, like I said, it's an identity issue in terms of the fact that like people kind of have a specific identity and like they're kind of like navigating with that identity instead of like trying to be more objective and all that. Like with you guys and your platform, like, you know, you guys are Christians and all that, and like I don't share that same worldview, but I also feel like that we can agree on certain things that are like reasonable, you know. Like we can agree that like, okay, and like not to go off topic, but we can agree like, hey, you know what, like I wouldn't want to go rob somebody, or I wouldn't want somebody to rob me, like. So we can all agree, like regardless of what we believe, that that's wrong, you know, like stuff like
I got
that.
a question for you.
Yeah.
So these two women are walking up right here. Think they'll be voting for Trump or Kamala? We're gonna go talk to them in just a sec.
I don't know. I mean, like I said, I feel.
Based off what you see right there.
Like I said, I don't know. You know, like I don't. Like it is good that you talk to people and like kind of get to know what they think. You know. I feel like that's really
Should we go
good.
talk
You
to
know.
them real quick before
Yeah,
they head
yeah.
up there? All right, we'll head up there really quick. Let's see who they're gonna be voting for. Who do you guys think right now in the chat right now? Who do you think these guys are voting for? How you guys doing?
We're on our way to somewhere.
Really quick, rapid fire. Who will you guys be voting for, Trump or Kamala?
We're not voting, but thank you. Neither.
Why not?
But thank you. I remain neutral on that.
They remain neutral. Oh, I need some water. I need some water. They remain neutral. Neutral. What?
I just wanted. He had a really good point.
Brooker D. Jones wants to speak to y'all right now.
I just want to say he had a really good point because he was talking about like religions. You know, we both believe different things, but it doesn't mean we can't like each other, and that's with politics. You know, we might believe different ways, but it doesn't mean we can't like each other still, because in the end, we all want what is best for everybody. That is the main purpose of who we want to win the presidency. We want the best for America, and people have different views, just like people have different views about religion, but it doesn't mean I don't like him because he's different than me, you know?
Right.
And that's what I think we're losing in America, too, is that people don't like people because they think a certain way. And I don't think that's right. So, but I appreciate that you said that.
Oh yeah.
Come in here,
Yeah,
sir.
I appreciate, like I said, your platform and all that, and I feel like people like I said how earlier, like whatever you represent, like you shouldn't be afraid to you know, represent that. And like, you know, I feel like as we get older, like we kind of see the bigger picture, like, hey, you know what, it's not necessarily about my own individual like gains. It's more like, you know, helping other people gain as a collective, you know. And I feel like that's how it is in America. It's like, you know, what is it, like, give me liberty or give me death? So it's just like I believe in people's liberty to like do whatever they want, you know. But it's just like when it comes to like I said, the whole identity issue, it's just like when people are like spiteful towards another person because like, you know, they don't want to like use their identity or whatever, it's just like that's not right, you know, that's not reasonable. Like it's super simple. Like I said, we're just overcomplicating a lot of simple things. And like, you know, somebody like Donald Trump, I feel like he's who we need as a leader right now in this country. And like if Kamala gets, you know, like at the end of the day, if somebody's voting for Kamala, like I don't have anything against them, you know, but like if Kamala comes into office, like we're gonna see a whole new era, and like we don't know where it's gonna go, you know. I feel like people
It's gonna be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, you know, I feel like a lot of people, like it's all in the air where it's just like you don't know what's gonna happen. And like I feel like people need that assurance to like know that they can provide for their families and themselves and like be a part of the economy and things like that, you know. Like it's like I said, it's super simple, but we're overcomplicating it because of like identity politics and stuff like that, you know. I would say.
And not
Well
to cut
said,
you off,
brother.
we're gonna go try
Appreciate it.
to
No, yeah. It was great to
Thank
meet you.
you so
Thank
much.
you so much, yeah.
Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for supporting, subscribing. We love seeing subscribers like that out here in the public. We're gonna try to see if we can find this talked to this construction worker. Yesterday we talked to a group of construction workers, and they gave some really good, insightful responses. Let's see if this guy has a quick second, really quick.
Just FYI, quick, I was just saying, ask them what they think should be done.
How's it going, sir?
And then which candidate.
Do you have a quick second, really quick, sir? We're just talking to people here. We're on a live stream right now. Okay, no worries. Have a good one. Dang, really wanted to talk to that guy. See what he had to say. Yeah, we're going to switch up some of the questions. We're going to ask them about what they hope for America, what policies they want to see, and then who will be best to implement them. Let's see if we can talk to this guy. He seems like a man of wisdom right here. Got a camouflage hat on. How you doing, sir? You guys have a quick second, really quick? We're live right now. We're just talking to people here in Wisconsin. We've been traveling around, going to all the 7 swing states, and we're just trying to get a feel on what Americans are saying. And how are you doing, sir?
All right.
Great. I can tell you're a legend by the camouflage hat.
Well,
I can,
thank you.
can tell you're a man of wisdom right here. Man of wisdom. And what do you hope to see happen in America in these next 4 years?
Lower inflation, less illegal immigration.
Lower inflation, less illegal immigration.
Mhm.
That should be a song.
And protect the Second Amendment.
Protect the Second Amendment. You think the Second Amendment is going to be threatened if Kamala Harris is elected?
Oh, absolutely. She's made statements to that effect in the past.
And do you think she'll ban fracking?
Yes.
And what would happen if America were to shut down fracking?
The energy prices would go through the roof.
And then what ripple effects would that cause?
Higher inflation.
And so what would be your message to people that are going to be voting for Kamala Harris? I can tell you're going to be voting for Donald Trump. And so what would be your message to people that are going to be voting for Kamala Harris to try to get them to vote for Donald Trump?
Wake up. Wake up and look at her past policy positions. And tell me that you're better off than you were under this administration than you were under the last.
And what worries you the most if she is elected? Do you think she will fulfill the promises that she's saying, that she's going to close the border now and protect?
No, I think she'll revert back to her previous statements.
Should people be worried? I'm not sure if you knew this, but her dad was a professor.
Marxist college professor, yes. Well aware.
And do you know what Marxism is?
Yes.
And for people that don't understand what it is, can you describe what Marxism is?
It's communism. It's a communist manifesto that was authored by Karl Marx back in about 1850, I believe, give or take. And it hasn't worked anywhere that it's been tried. And a shining example of that is Cuba, because Cuba still operates under a Marxist regime. And Venezuela is trying it, and it's not working there either.
So why do you think these politicians, like other governments, it's been proven that communism, Marxism doesn't work in these countries, yet some people still believe that it could work, and they try to implement it into their countries. Why do you think they haven't learned a lesson yet?
I wish I could answer that. I wouldn't be standing here. I'd have a much better. I have a high-paying government job.
Yeah, and when Donald Trump was president, how would you say the quality of your life has changed since he was president versus the?
I have more money in my pocket. The cost to heat my house, to power my house as far as electricity, and the cost of gasoline was way cheaper, and the price of oil.
And what did you think about the recent? Did you hear about the recent news that came out last night about Iran apparently trying to kill Donald Trump? Did you hear about that?
I read the headlines, but I don't know any of the details.
And when I have my own thoughts about that, like when the other country is trying to kill a presidential candidate, what does that have to say about what Donald Trump will do for America if other countries are trying to take his life?
The other countries don't want Donald Trump to be elected. They want Kamala Harris because they know they can have their own way, just like they're having now. We wouldn't have the 2 wars going on in this world now that we have if Donald Trump was still in the White House.
And do you trust the last 2 elections here in Wisconsin? Donald Trump won by 0.06%, I believe, or 0.07 against Hillary Clinton, and then 2020, Joe Biden won by a very slim margin. How important is it for the people of Wisconsin to actually go out and vote this year?
It's important that they go out and vote, but it's more important that they vote for Donald Trump, because we don't want 4 years of Kamala Harris. It'd be bad for the country.
And do you trust election integrity here inside the United States?
Yes.
Awesome, man. We appreciate you. And where
All right.
can people get knowledge like yourself, for those wondering right now in the chat? I already know the people in the chat are loving you.
They are, indeed.
Fox News, because I think it's fair and balanced. It doesn't have the liberal split as the debate, which was 3-on-1.
Yeah, we talked to the lady, and she said it was pretty fair, the debate. She also said she's going to vote for Kamala. Do you think it was 3 versus 1, or do you think
Yes.
it was...
Yes. Kamala was never fact-checked. She lied. Donald Trump has disavowed himself from Project 2025, and she's attributing it to him.
Mm-hmm. Can I ask your daughter and wife some questions?
Yeah, no thank
But is it fair to say that your daughter and wife will be voting for Donald Trump as well?
Yes.
Okay, so right now we've talked to 16 people, and we are at, I think you guys just brought the split to 50-50 for Trump and Kamala here in Wisconsin. So it really will be a toss-up here in Wisconsin. It's going to be interesting.
Okay.
Hey, we appreciate you guys.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Wow, that guy, what did you guys think about what that guy was saying?
We have 10 minutes left.
Okay. We're going to get a few more interviews in here. Just getting this camera charged up. Let's go. We got another subscriber watching over here. Here you go. It should be good. Let's see. We got one more guy over here. He's coming out of the woodworks. He's watching us. He's going to come in here, talk for a sec. How's it going, sir? Let's read.
Let's ask this guy to the left.
To the left.
Right
Where at? Oh, yeah. How's it going, sir? How you doing? Trump or Kamala?
I speak kind of English.
Espanol?
Deutsch.
Oh, Deutsch. I don't speak that. I don't know what Deutsch is. Where's Deutsch?
Probably
Dutch?
Probably Netherlands.
Netherlands? Cool, we like it. All right, we got some more people coming up around here.
Beautiful city here.
Excuse me, sir.
We got one.
We got
This
one
is a
right coming up
beautiful city. If anyone ever wants to come visit
Comments or
Milwaukee, it is so beautiful.
Okay, we'll try to get some people. Let's see. We got the Germans. We want Trump. No one cares about your identity politics. I'm reading the chat right now. Swing over to Minnesota. How you guys doing? Good, good. We're here in the streets of Milwaukee. Right now it's 50-50 for Donald Trump and Kamala Harris. Who will you guys be voting for?
Kamala Harris.
Trump. Trump. Oh, so it's still 50-50. Why do you want to vote for Kamala Harris?
I love women's rights.
And why do you want to vote for Donald Trump?
I just came out of a meeting and I'm tired, but I cannot talk about it right now.
Oh, okay. And
a
do you
good
believe
day,
that women's rights are at a risk if Donald Trump wins?
I do.
Okay, thank you very much. So we are still a 50-50 split. And we have just a few more minutes left here in Wisconsin, and we got to head over to Detroit. Where should we go in Detroit tomorrow? If you guys have any suggestions as to where we should go, let me know in Detroit. Send me a message on Instagram. And if you guys are not subscribed, I'll remind you guys one more time. Make sure you guys are subscribed right now. Run it up. And we'll speak. Oh, we got a lady right here. We got a lady coming up right here. How's it going, ma'am? How's your day? Beautiful day out here. And we're talking to people. We're doing a live stream right now. And we're just asking people who they will be voting for in the swing state of Wisconsin.
I'm not from the swing state. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, I'm from Michigan.
Okay, we're going to Michigan tomorrow.
Okay. I'm going to vote for Harris.
Harris.
Yeah.
And we just talked to a woman. She said she's going to be voting for Harris because she wants women's rights to be protected. Do you think if Donald Trump wins, women's rights are at jeopardy?
Definitely.
In what ways?
Freedom of choice, women's reproductive rights.
Mm-hmm. And do you think the Roe, is it Roe versus Wade, right?
Mm-hmm.
And do you think it should be an issue on the federal or state?
I think it should be a federal order, a federal law. But if it has to be state by state, then so be it. We just need states to have the chance to make their own choices, and not by the legislators, but by the voters.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I respect that. And what do you hope to see happen in America, whether Kamala wins or Donald Trump wins? What do you hope to see happen to
Kamala.
America? My bad.
That's okay, Kamala.
What do you hope to see if in America happens, whether Kamala or Donald Trump wins? What do you hope to see in America? What changes do you hope to see be made?
Well, I think we need to do a much better job of protecting our democracy, protecting access to voting, protecting voter rights. And I'd love to see us be more of a united country again, but I don't know if that's might be decades down the road.
And when you say the word democracy, what do you mean when you say democracy? For those that watching the video right now, what does democracy mean to you?
The choice of voters voters make their own choice. Educated voters making their choice.
Okay, very interesting. And I'm just going to play devil's advocate really quick with you, because a lot of people say that when democracy is brought up, they say Donald Trump is a threat to democracy. And then if you talk to the people on the right, they say, well, where's the democracy when Kamala Harris wasn't voted in on the primaries and she was just put in as the next presidential candidate for the left? Do you think that was a little weird that Joe Biden got sick and then they just put Kamala in without having her go through the primaries?
I would think I would have preferred it the other way, but it was down to the wire. I mean, Trump wasn't voted in either. You know, he was the one guy that the RNC put up there, so he was already chosen. The fact that the Democratic Party was involved in that choice. She was a natural, probably best available person with 120 days to go or whatever it was when he finally stepped down.
And what do you think about Project 2025?
I don't know a lot about it, but it sounds grim.
And does it worry you, Project 2025?
Yeah.
Okay, very interesting. And what did you think about the debate that happened between Trump and Kamala? Did you think that was a very fair debate? The CNN debate, it seemed like a lot more moderate, and then a lot of people are saying that the ABC debate was very more. They protected Kamala Harris a lot more. They didn't fact check her. They fact checked Donald Trump a lot of times. Do you think it was just because Kamala Harris was spitting the facts and Donald Trump was saying lies, or do you think there's any bias involved with ABC?
I didn't watch the debate.
Oh, didn't watch it.
Couldn't stand it.
And what would be your message to anybody that's going to be voting for Donald Trump to try to get them to vote for Kamala Harris?
I don't care who we vote for, but vote. Everybody vote.
Oh, that's a message we can all respect.
Okay.
Thank you so much for your time, ma'am. Have a great rest of your day. Where should we go in Detroit tomorrow? We're going to go to an area where we can talk to lots of people. Where should we go?
Sorry?
Where there's a lot of people. Where should we go tomorrow in Detroit?
Midtown, Mauritius campus. Midtown would be good because it's going to be nice weather. I don't know if there's a ball game tomorrow. There'll probably be a bunch of people out if there is.
Okay.
I think Friday afternoons they often play.
Awesome. We're heading to Michigan just after this. Thank you so much, man. Have a great rest of your day. All right, let's go talk over to this guy over here. Chat, do you guys think Donald Trump is involved with Project 2025? He said he's not, but nobody knows. Just kidding. He has said he has not. He's not even a part of it. He said he's not even read it, but for some reason they keep saying that. How's it going, man? How you doing? Good. We're live right now. Yeah, for real. How old are you? 18. So this will be your first year voting, right?
Yeah.
Are you registered to vote?
Not yet, but.
Not yet?
Yeah.
You planning on getting registered to vote?
Soon. Maybe soon.
Okay. And who will you be voting for the first time?
Oh, I don't know yet. Not gonna lie.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
What do you think about the current state of America right now? What do you hope to see happen?
Probably a change or something. I don't really know.
So if you're hoping a change happens, then you'd vote for Donald Trump to see like change in power?
Possibly, yeah.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah.
We talked to a lady today. Are you still in high school?
No, I'm in college.
You're in college now?
Yeah, UWM.
Okay, very nice, very nice. Congrats. And we talked to a lady earlier today, and she said like crime's up, like violence is in the streets, and like kids are carrying around guns and stuff like that. And like I've seen some 15-year-olds carry around strapped, strapped.
Yeah, that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
And do you see that happen here in Milwaukee, or just like in general?
In general, I see it on TikTok sometimes.
Really, just like 15-year-olds walk around strapped. Yeah. And do you think the law people are held accountable for breaking the law here in Wisconsin and in Milwaukee?
Sometimes, but not all the time though.
And is there, with the knowledge that you have so far with the presidential candidates, who do you think would be best to hold people to the law?
I don't know. Possibly Kamala. I don't know.
She was Attorney General.
Yeah, she was.
And do you know anything about her time as she was Attorney General?
Yeah, I know she was a prosecutor and all that. So yeah, I think Kamala. Yeah.
Cool. And what do you hope to see happen in America in these next 4 years? As me and you are both grown up right now. We're adults.
Just I don't know. Possibly some change in law because sometimes it's unfair. for people. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's all really. Yeah.
All right, we respect it, brother. Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, you too.
Have a great rest of your day.
You too.
Have a good one. Let's see, we're going to talk to one more group of people, and it looks like we got some people right here.
Yep,
We got one more. Here we're at 2 hour mark of the live stream. How you guys doing? Excuse me. How you guys doing? We're talking to people here in Milwaukee. We're doing a live stream right now, and we've been traveling across all America, all the 7 swing states right now. And as of right now, we've talked to 17 people. 9 are for Kamala, 8 are for Donald Trump. You guys are the last interview of the stream. Who will you guys be voting for? Starting with you.
I'm not at liberty to say.
Okay.
She owns a business.
Okay. And so who will you be voting for?
Harrison
Walls.
Walls.
Totally. Never voted for Trump. Ever. Not even when I was in junior high, or in high school. None of that because of his reputation back then already.
Yeah,
I thought it was a joke when he ran for president.
Mm-hmm. Were
Because
you surprised when he won?
definitely, I really was, and it made me sad.
Yeah. Well, you guys have just swung the state of Wisconsin with our live stream from 8 to 8 to 10. 8. So.
9, 8, 10.
No,
And something I noticed.
10 to 18, Kamala won.
We just came from the peninsula, and it wasn't all Trump signs. It used to be that way in the last election, but this was vote Republican. And I was surprised at the absence of his name
Mm-hmm.
compared to the last election.
And what do you guys think about Project 2025?
I haven't read up on it.
You guys think do you think Donald Trump's actually affiliated with Project 2025, or do you think that's a lie?
More likely.
More than likely.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, you guys just finished off our live stream as you guys are just swung the state of Wisconsin.
Do we get a
10
prize
to
now?
18. No, you do not get a prize. But so it seems like the people here in Wisconsin. Oh, well, we might have some competition right here. Who will you be voting for, Donald Trump or Kamala Harris?
Trump.
Wow, so she just fixed it. Well, swung it back to pretty much equal because we're going to count their votes as as one. And why do you want to vote for Donald Trump?
Because the fact is like I'm a waitress, and with all these Democrats that are here right now, they raised their taxes, they've done everything wrong, and Trump never really touched anything. Trump actually was a billionaire and released, not kidding you, like he took all his money and didn't want any of it, And the thing is that he has respect for us Americans versus anybody else. And, I get it, like everybody's all shitting on him and saying that he's this, he's that, blah, 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 blah. But if you really look at it as a reality, he's a person too, not just us. And he's looking at the best interest for servers, for our farm workers, everybody. Because look at right now with our Democrat, what they're doing to our foods. Our foods are going horrible. Like, come on, the economy, look, we got raised completely when Bennett's here. Like, it's just ridiculous. And then all of a sudden he gets shot in the head for no reason. Like, come on. And then the other president leaves after a week. Screw that, everybody. Go for Trump.
Wow. Look at you deserve to get on a pedestal and give a speech, man. And how excited are you for no tax on tips and no tax on overtime?
That would be awesome. That would be really awesome because we deserve that. As people that work hard. I'm a waitress at Zeb's. And to be honest, it's hard because I have a child, I have 3 kids, we have a house, we have all these bills to pay, and we're barely making them better by a minimum day by day because the fact is, our tax, it's $2.33 an hour. Literally, guys, you don't want to understand, $2.33 an hour, plus we get taxed on our credit card tips. Then on top of that, we don't get none of that by the end of the tax year. Maybe we get 50% of that tax money back.
Wow, so how much money do you make on average per hour? Because you get paid $2.33?
Yes.
And then you get taxes, or
right,
you get
we
tips.
get taxed out.
So how much do you end up?
My recent check was $47.97. So, and that's in a 40, I would say my check for 32 hours.
Was $47.
Yeah, $47 on a 32-hour shift.
What?
32-hour week, yeah.
And then what were your tips like?
Not even, I would say probably this week. Last week was probably I probably made like $250 in a whole week.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, because that's how bad our economy is going. It's going horrible because nobody doesn't want to go out to eat because our tax rate went up from 6.0% to 8.4%.
Wow.
So if you think about it, we went up 2.4% since January. And now we're going back up in October. Everything's going up in tax-wise too. So there's your answer.
Well, I think I can speak for everybody right here in the chat. Here's a $10 tip. We appreciate you so much.
Oh my God, thank you guys. No, I appreciate it. Thank you. No.
Thank you so much.
No, don't. Thank you guys. No.
Wow.
I gotta get out of here.
Yep. Have a great rest of your day. You guys, that
I
is
couldn't interpret that at the same time, but I couldn't.
wow. She's
Oh,
your baby's blanket's dragging. Well, thank you guys so much for watching the live stream. We are heading to Detroit right now. Remember, if you guys want to check the most up-to-date probabilities, chances of the election, you can check out Poly Market above. And if you're not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. And thank you to anybody who made a donation or just watched the live stream. We appreciate everybody for watching, coming here, traveling across the country. It ain't easy, but we're doing it for you guys. Love you guys so much. And we'll see you guys tomorrow from Michigan, and then after that we are going to Pennsylvania. We're not going to just do one live stream in Pennsylvania. We're going to do two. We're going to do one in Pittsburgh and also one in a rural town somewhere in Pennsylvania. We don't know where we're going yet, so message me on Instagram if you know of any good locations. This is Nick, and I will see you guys next live stream tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for watching.